I also came across this rusty old Dovetail saw and, well, how could I resist? The screws holding the handle onto the blade are fair unusual, so I had to modify this cabinet maker's screwdriver here. So you can see there now, we're just going to loosen them up with some WD-40 and get those suckers out. Just a bit of wiggling should come clean off. So I want to remove the blade from the brass back here, and I've never actually done this before, but I've read that if you lock it in the vise like this and just grab a mallet, they should just kind of come off. There we have it. So we have the blade on its own now, but whatever are we going to do about all that rust? So we're going to start again with some 120 grit sandpaper here and just bring all that rust down to bare metal once again. So with just a few minutes of sanding, we took it from looking like this to looking like this. And once we have both sides done, we can go on to cleaning up the brass, which I'm looking forward to. Brass always looks very nice when you remove that patina. Just like that, she's looking shiny again. You can see there it was made in Newcastle over in England by a crowd called Cowell and Chapman. We have the blade in the back looking fairly well. We're going to park them for now and move on to the handles. Starting with the screws, we're going to remove that patina and some 400 grit sandpaper here. Takes about 2 seconds and they look grand and shiny afterwards. It's time to go working on the handles, so we'll give the hands a quick clean down and get to work. I don't want to remove the dents or scratches because it's an old saw and I think they're part of the story. They add character, so I'm going straight in with 400 grit sandpaper and we're just going to give it a light sanding the whole way around. Once we have it fairly well sanded, it's time for a kiss off linseed oil. So we'll just get a drop on there and lather it all in. This one probably hasn't been oiled in decades, so it's thirsty. You can already see it just absorbing all that oil. So I have the handle looking fairly class, but before we can put it all together, I have to grab my triangular file here and ever so carefully just finish sharpening every single tooth of this saw blade. I wonder can we get it to take a cut without having the back on it first. It actually cut very well, but it feels very wrong. Once we're done messing around, then we can just tap that fella back on. So here we have it now, lads, all done, looking absolutely beautiful, cutting like a dream. Now the true test of any dovetail saw is its ability to cut dovetails, so we're going to head on home, cut some doves. So we're back home now and we've got some dovetails lined out here and we can see that the saw is cutting a nice, quick, straight, clean line exactly where we need it. I'm after messing up on one of the pins, but we'll drive them home anyway and see how they turn out. Cut with the saw on this side of the pin instead of here, so we're left with a big ugly gap, but suffice to say the saw worked exactly how it should. I'm really hoping the guy who owns this will let me buy it off him, because having used the lovely comfortable pistol grip on this handle, I don't know could I ever go back to using the turned handle on a gent saw. But anyway, thanks for watching and we'll talk to you again. Good luck.